Dear students, today we are going to do second part in Socket Spigot Joint, which is Spigot part. We are going to see how to create Spigot in solid part or in solid edge software. So first, initially I will be clicking on solid edge software, and in solid edge version 19 we are going to click on solid part. Once it comes, we are going to see the dimension of this thing, or dimension of the spigot. It is having 30 mm cylinder, and also it is having 25 mm cylinder, which is having unknown length, and the total distance is also mentioned over there. And firstly we are going to see how to create this cylinder. So first we are going to take protrusion. Go to click on protrusion command. Then after that we are going to select right profile plane or profile plane. Once we select that, then we are going to create circle which is going to have diameter of 30 mm. Just enter it and place it over center point of the midline. Then click on return, then select symmetric extent so that protrusion will be created symmetrically. Select that, then after that distance we should add 19 plus 19 plus 19 plus 19 plus it is 35. 19 plus 19, as it is, you can see it is 13.5, it is not 13.5. We have to add 19 plus 19 plus 35. This is about 73 mm. Then click on this finish option. Once we create this cylinder, then we are going to select its rear end, and we are going to create another part over here. It's also cylindrical block, but it has 10 mm width, and the width of this, or the diameter of this cylinder is 38 mm. So we are going to create another cylinder, or which is having 10 mm width and 38 mm diameter. So the circle's diameter is 38 mm. We have created 38 mm circle, and after that click on return button, and after that we have to select non-symmetric extent, because we are creating the protrusion only on one side. The distance should be its width, which is 10 mm, and take it outside only, not inside. So it will be created. Then click on finish option. So head and bolt is created. After that we have to select again rear end of the cylinder, and after that we are going to create another circle which is having 25 mm. The diameter of the circle is 25 mm, so we are going to create it. a circle which is having 25 mm dimension and place it on the midpoint of midline. We click on return. So this will be created. The length is not given here. The length is unknown. So we can take any length for this thing. I am taking 30 mm. Clicking on it. Then I will click on finish so that the part is created. Once this is done, we have to create the section in this spigot. We are going to create this section, and section is having one side straight line and other side is having tapered line, or one side is having the orthogonal side, another side it is having tapered side. The tapers dimension is also given, tapers description is also given. For every 30 mm it's going to change by 1 mm. So if the distance from this point to this point, if it is 1 mm, then the length over here will be increased by 1 mm from length over here, and it is given that it is 13.5 from midpoint of the tapered line to midpoint of the straight line. So if it is 35.5, from here it's traveling 15 mm. This side is 15 mm. So for 30 mm it's 1 mm, and for 15 mm it's 0.5 mm. So this is 35.5. So this will be 36 mm, and here same thing, it is also traveling from here, this point to this point, it is 15 mm only. So from 35.5 mm it is reducing by 0.5 mm, so here it will be 35 mm. So we are going to create a trapezoid which is having 30 mm side, and here 36 mm side, and below it's having 35 mm side. So I'll be selecting once again front plane, and we are going for cutout option. We are going to select cutout option, and we are going to select front plane. Once we select front plane, then we are going to create the cutout section. So initially first it will be 30 mm line, then this side is 35 mm, and from this side it is 36 mm. Then join this to 35 mm end point, so that we'll be having tapered section. Now it is given that even though it is 35 mm, we have to select this from the end point of this front end of the cylinder. It is 19 mm. So what we are going to do, we are going to select smart dimension, and we are going to measure this. We are going to measure this side also, which is 30 mm, and this side also, which is 35 mm. And after that we are going to measure distance between this 30 mm straight line with respect to front end of this cylinder. It should be 19 mm. Change it to 19 mm. Once we change this to 19 mm, we can click on return option. Now the cutout section is done, but we don't know the width of that cutout section. So for that, what we should do, we should refer the drawing, and here it's given 7.5 mm. It's given in the top view that width of that section is 7.5 mm, and see here we have taken this front plane, and from this front plane it's symmetrically cut from the midpoint on both sides. On both sides of this line it is cut, and this side also and this side also, and it is cut symmetrically. When we are having 7.5 mm over here, from this point it will be 3.75, and from this point also it is 3.75 mm. So the radius of this arc will be 3.75 mm, and here also it will be 3.75 mm. So for that, now to create that section we can directly click on this cutout symmetric extent, and distance we are going to mention it as 7.5 mm. The cutout will be created. Once the cutout is created, now we can see it in top view. See here it's having rectangular section. Now it looks like a rectangle in top view. We want to convert it into oval shape. So for that, what we are going to do, we are going to select the round option, because rounding is also done over here. So for that, what we are going to do, once again we are going to select diametric view, and we are going to select this. We are going to go for this visible and hidden edges format, and after that we are going to select this straight edge and this one also, and these two taper edges. But see here radius is given 5 mm, but we want to give a round of 3.75 mm because it's half of 7.5 mm, or we can directly put 7.5 divided by 2, which is 3.75 mm. We can go for preview. See here we can see radius is 3.75 mm, and after that we can click on finish, so that round operation will be done. And after this we are going to refer this diagram once again, because even though we have created entire thing, here the round is done, and here also the sharp edge is converted into some kind of fillet, and at the front end of this spigot also it is having some fillet. For that we should refer this drawing. I'll be going with the specification. So here it is mentioned that all unmentioned fillets and rounds should be 3 mm. For that we are selecting once again round operation, and after that we are going to select this end, and here this end, and this one, and this. Yeah, this much only, and this radius should be 3 mm. Go for preview option, and after that finish it. Then we can go for shaded with visible edges. You can see that. Keep it in isometric mode. And change it once again. See that all the parts are correct or not. After that, you can go with diametric mode. Then save it. Go for save option. So go for save option. Here you are going to select summary, and here you are going to give title as Spigot. We will be clicking on OK, and this will be saved as Spigot.